What's up, everyone? It's Scott Winterroth here, and I thought I'd give you a little demo of a pretty cool plugin that I picked up just recently called the North Checkout plugin. So if you're a fan of WordPress or you're a fan of Divi, the Divi theme, like I am, then you want to check out this new plugin by North Plugins. It's called North Checkout. Basically, it lets you create a full-on e-commerce site, but without all the extra bloat like you get with WooCommerce. Now, I love WooCommerce. WooCommerce is a popular e-commerce plugin for WordPress. The problem I have for it, it's really meant for like bigger stores or stores that ship physical products. I do a lot of informational products like courses and books and digital products that don't necessarily need that entire sort of shipping system. All I really want is like an email and, credit card information, boom, done. That's it. And that's exactly what the guys and gals at North Checkout have created here. It's definitely a streamlined sort of system that lets you create simple first name, last name, checkout, credit card information. It integrates with Stripe, it integrates with PayPal. And the cool thing too is it also lets you create what are called bumps. And a bump is simply a way to add a extra add-on right into the checkout. And it works directly inside of Divi. Divi is one of the most popular page theme builders for WordPress. So I know if you're using WordPress, you've probably heard of or maybe even used Divi. But I will leave a link in the notes below if you have not used Divi. Definitely check it out. It's a fantastic and powerful platform for building content-rich websites that look awesome. It uses just a really simple user interface for adding rows, columns, and modules, which makes it easy. And then, of course, you can find a whole bunch of really cool add-ons like North Checkout that you can use to amplify your site into the next level. So I have a little bit of a case study. So I used it on the Creative Year Ever website. For those of you who came to Creative Year Ever, you know that I had a whole sort of system set up for the registrations. But after the event is over, I still want to sell access to the recordings that we created. So I have a little landing page that I created that allows for people to purchase the recordings. And as soon as it loads here, so we have the access page, and I did a simple little one page. This took me about 25, 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more, because I had to learn how to use the plugin a little bit. It's the first time. It takes a little longer the first time you kind of go at it. But use some of the content I already had, just basically said, hey, for $9.99, you can access the recordings, and I have this little checkout here that I created with the form. And what I love about it is that North Checkout, because I use Stripe, also integrates with Google Pay. So they can use the Google Pay here in the Chrome browser, and Apple iPay if they're on a mobile phone that uses Apple Pay. Now, the bad thing with Apple Pay is that you actually have to have a valid developer license with Apple to use it. So I didn't really want to spend the $100 or $120 to get Apple Pay for this. But in the future, I will check that out. Oh, I see it's out of stock. That's good to know. I gotta fix that. But basically, in order to use this plugin, you of course install it like you would install any plugin into WordPress. There's very little setup except you have to go into the modules within the Divi builder. So I'm enabling the visual builder right now. And then in here, it creates a new module called North Checkout. And in the North Checkout settings, you can add the names and listing of items that you want, right? So here's all the fields are mapped here, first name, last name, email. It does it where you can make the field full width or half width, which is nice, to kind of make a little more streamlined form. The biggest thing I love about this is that you put your name, your credit card, you hit submit, that's it. The thing I don't like about WooCommerce, unless you want to purchase a really expensive plugin, you have to they go like for 3 or 4 different slides or screens before they actually check out. And you could lose people in that process. You don't want to do that. This is nice. They can do it all in one little swoop. And there's a bump. Here's a little bump here. They can purchase the access to the recordings, and in this process, for an additional $10, they can add the Creative Year Ever activation journal for just $10, and I'll mail it to them, right? Which is awesome. That's a nice little add-on feature that I think is really fantastic. I can create a success message that says thank you. You'll receive an email shortly, and then I have it mapped to Zapier, and Zapier sends them an email with their confirmation. That's one limit I don't like about the plugin right now, and I actually emailed them saying, it needs to be able to generate its own transactional emails. I like just a simple email that I can send to the customer with whatever they purchase, whether it's the actual download or access or something, some type of confirmation email that comes right from the WordPress site. They don't have that right now. It has to be connected to Zapier, and that's a whole nother sort of automation headache, if you will. I love Zapier, but I just don't like to use it unless I have to, kind of thing, because it's another fee. It's another thing you have to pay for. But I talked to the developers at North, and they said that they are working on that. So I'm really happy to hear that. Also, they have a cool little feature that I didn't know when I emailed them. I said it'd be great if you had like a pay-as-you-wish option or enter your own price option. They do actually have that, which is pretty cool. It's a field. So when you add a new field, you do the block ID. So this could be pay-as-you-wish. You could do this is a little weird. It's like basically the same thing, pay-as-you-wish. It's not weird in a bad way. It's just, I feel like that could be streamlined a little bit if they want my honest feedback. And then you can do what type of item it is. So type, right? And that would be, let's see, name your price. And then you could do a name your price option for that. But I'm obviously not doing that for this, so I'm just going to delete that. The other cool thing I loved about this plugin is that you can add like emojis to the checkout, like the little thumbs up. I think that's kind of cool, a cute little touch. And it's just so easy. It's all in one thing. I can create super simple landing pages with a checkout all on one page. I don't have to create these Magilla type checkouts with WooCommerce or EDD or any of the other sort of WordPress plugins. This is great. I love it. I hope that they continue to work on this and continue to improve it. It wasn't exactly cheap. It's not a free plugin. For sure, there was a little bit of a cost associated with it, but I'm willing to invest in a plugin that makes it worthwhile, and I'm willing to invest in a plugin if that means they're going to keep it up and make it better. I actually picked up this plugin during the Divi Themes Black Friday sale, so I got a little bit cheaper than what it's listed right now, but they do sell. It's part of the Divi marketplace, the Elegant Themes Divi marketplace, so definitely check it out there or go directly to the website at northplugins.com. Great work, guys. I'm excited to watch this plugin grow and excited to be part of the North Plugins ecosystem. Like I said, I think some of the pros are it's all in one. It's compatible directly with Divi. It's easy to set up. There's not a lot of features. It's pretty cost effective. It works with Stripe. It works with PayPal. It works with Apple Pay. It works with Google Pay. The only limitation I see right now that would be a reason why I might not use it is it doesn't have the transactional email or any type of email system set up. Now, of course, I could use Zapier and send the transactions to MailChimp or something like that, but I don't like using third-party applications if I don't have to, because all I really want to do is send a simple email saying, "Hey, here's your purchase," right? And thanks for joining our newsletter, that kind of thing. Not a huge limitation, but I just prefer not to use Zapier if I don't have to. Not that I don't like. So anyways, check out North Plugins. If you have any further questions on this, let me know. I'd love to show you any more. If you have any more things you'd like me to show you or any questions with this plugin, I'd be happy to help. Otherwise, definitely check out the developer. There's lots of cool features here that are available. If you go to the type, you can see all the information that they have. Order bump was what I mentioned. Order total, input field. It's kind of like Gravity Forms. If you've ever used Gravity Forms before, it's kind of like a Gravity Forms checkout with PayPal, and that's one of the reasons why I like it, is that it's simple, it's inline, but it uses Stripe, and of course, if you use Stripe and you're going to take credit card transactions on your website, you're going to need an SSL certificate. Definitely another thing to consider versus using PayPal directly or one of those platforms. So keep it up, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Here at Content Academy, we share tips and strategies that you can use to elevate your content marketing game or content strategy on your website. Each week, I try to share tutorials and ideas that you can use to win your website. So be sure to hit subscribe, hit the button, and then check to watch for our next video. We always basically do live stream videos every Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time. So come one, come all. We hope to see you, and we really hope to help you amp up your personal and professional game here on YouTube. Thank you.